Welcome to the main event. This is True Ring News Network, your ringside access to WWE news and drama. Subscribe and let's rumble. When Becky Lynch announced her pregnancy, it instantly became one of the most talked about moments in wrestling. Fans were excited and congratulatory, but behind the scenes, there was a lot happening that most people wouldn't immediately see. Wrestlers live a life where personal decisions, professional commitments, and storylines overlap in ways that are unique to the industry. When news like this breaks, it naturally generates discussion because the timing affects not just the individuals, but also the team and the creative plans around them. Becky Lynch's pregnancy was an extraordinary personal milestone, and it also prompted conversations about how wrestlers balance their careers with family life and the pressures of public attention. Inside WWE, what really happened? According to multiple sources backstage, Becky shared the news with the WWE creative team and her colleagues in a calm, professional manner. As expected, her husband, Seth Rollins, was present, and naturally, there was a mix of emotions: joy, excitement, and practical concerns. Reports suggest that Seth expressed his happiness about becoming a parent, while also discussing how this development might affect upcoming storylines and commitments. Wrestlers often have tightly coordinated schedules and story arcs that span months, so it's normal for personal news to trigger planning discussions. There was no dramatic outburst or confrontation. Instead, it was a realistic and human conversation between a couple managing both personal excitement and professional responsibilities. The role of storylines in wrestling careers. Wrestling is unique because personal and professional lives are frequently intertwined. Wrestlers' schedules, storylines, and appearances are all planned months in advance. And any unexpected development, like a pregnancy, requires some adjustment. The WWE creative team had already been working on storylines for Seth and Becky, and while the pregnancy altered some timelines, it did not stop them from collaborating on new plans. Both Seth and Becky are known for their dedication, and their focus on maintaining continuity in their storylines demonstrates their professionalism. Fans rarely see the amount of planning and coordination required, so when such news breaks, it can sometimes create misunderstandings about reactions or priorities. Leaked audio and misunderstandings. A major factor in the controversy was a leaked audio clip circulating online, allegedly capturing Seth's reaction. While it created headlines and strong reactions among fans, multiple insiders have confirmed that the specific dialogue in the clip was not authentic. The audio may have represented the tensions and practical concerns that wrestlers face, but it did not reflect the actual conversation. Seth's real response was reportedly supportive, enthusiastic, and collaborative. The leak highlights how quickly misinformation can spread and how fans can draw strong conclusions from partial or fabricated content. It's a reminder that behind-the-scenes moments are often more nuanced than online speculation suggests. Understanding fans' reactions. Fans naturally respond strongly to news about their favorite wrestlers' personal lives. The idea of a superstar handling both a major life event and a demanding career is relatable and engaging. Some fans speculated about Seth's reaction based on the leaked audio, creating a division between Team Seth and Team Becky. This reaction says more about how invested fans are in these performers than about the performers themselves. Wrestling fans deeply care about the balance between personal happiness and professional ambition, and moments like these bring those considerations to the surface. It also shows how much trust fans place in what they perceive as real, unscripted interactions between wrestlers. The human side of wrestling superstars. One of the most important takeaways from this story is that wrestlers are human beings first. They experience excitement, anxiety, and conflicting priorities, just like anyone else. Being in the public eye amplifies these experiences. Seth and Becky's situation illustrates the challenges that wrestling couples face, coordinating their careers, managing personal milestones, and handling public attention simultaneously. The discussions backstage about scheduling and storylines were not cold or unsupportive. They were practical conversations reflecting the unique pressures of their industry. Fans often forget that wrestlers' lives extend beyond the ring, and personal milestones, like pregnancies, come with real-life considerations. Professionalism meets parenthood. Both Seth and Becky are recognized for their professionalism and dedication to the WWE. Seth reportedly turned down outside opportunities and focused entirely on upcoming storylines, which demonstrates how committed he is to his career. Becky, meanwhile, has consistently shown how much she values both her work and her personal life. Balancing the two can be challenging, but the couple worked together to ensure that the pregnancy would not disrupt professional commitments unnecessarily. Rather than being a source of conflict, it became an opportunity for collaboration and adjustment. Their approach reflects a thoughtful balance between personal happiness and professional responsibility that is rare in many industries. Backstage dynamics and collaboration. Inside WWE, conversations about changes in personal circumstances are handled with discretion and professionalism. Creative teams often plan for contingencies, including family considerations, maternity leave, or health events, so that storylines continue smoothly. Becky's announcement was integrated into planning discussions, with both she and Seth collaborating with the creative team to adjust storylines where needed. This collaborative approach shows the level of professionalism both wrestlers bring to their careers. It also emphasizes that what appears dramatic from the outside is often a structured, supportive discussion behind the scenes. The broader conversation about wrestling couples. The controversy, real or imagined, also sparked a broader discussion about the pressures wrestling couples face. Their personal decisions can have ripple effects across storylines, promotional activities, and even the careers of other wrestlers. Fans rarely see this side of the industry, so when stories like the leaked audio circulate, it creates intense debate. Wrestling couples must manage family planning, travel, performance schedules, and public expectations all at once. The industry's demands make their situations more complex than most professional couples face, and it's important for fans to recognize the human element behind the entertainment. What actually happened? According to reliable backstage sources, Seth's actual response was one of excitement, pride, and support for Becky, coupled with practical discussion about upcoming storylines. The couple and the creative team worked together to make necessary adjustments. Rather than being a point of conflict, Becky's pregnancy prompted collaboration and problem-solving. WWE has become increasingly flexible in accommodating personal milestones, especially given the experiences with other wrestlers in recent years. Seth and Becky's situation reflects an industry that is adapting to balance human needs with professional storytelling, lessons for fans, and the wrestling community. The controversy, real or fabricated, provides important lessons for wrestling fans. First, it highlights the need to approach leaked or viral content with skepticism. Second, it emphasizes that wrestling superstars are people with real lives, emotions, and relationships deserving of respect and privacy. Third, it shows the complexity and dedication involved in balancing personal happiness and professional obligations. Finally, it opens up discussions about how fans perceive and engage with wrestlers' personal lives, highlighting the trust and investment audiences place in performers beyond the ring. Conclusion: balancing reality and entertainment. Becky Lynch's pregnancy and Seth Rollins' supportive response remind us that wrestling superstars are not just characters on screen. They are people managing extraordinary pressures in a highly visible profession. The leaked audio, whether real or fake, created conversation and controversy, but the truth reflects collaboration, love, and professionalism. Wrestling couples navigate complex challenges, balancing personal milestones with career obligations while under public scrutiny. Fans' strong reactions show how emotionally invested they are, but it also offers an opportunity to appreciate the human side of performers. In the end, this story highlights resilience, understanding, and thoughtful engagement, both from the wrestlers and from their audience.